Hey! Hi
Hi.
guys, good evening. Hi. So, first off, I just want to tell you guys if things are a little bit slower, it's because it is my first time to actually handle the live stream. So, pasensya na po.
Congratulations.
Thank you. There's a first time for everything. So, this is my
Mhm.
first time, trial by fire, as you call it. But I'm happy to be here. So, if you guys aren't familiar, we are Brouhaha Squad. My name is Mikey, and this is Lance. And there are seven of us, but of course, we all have our separate lives and, well, life, not live. And of course, there are other things that we also attend to. So, for tonight, it's going to be the two of us, and probably a third and a fourth one, depending on makakatakas sila sa work.
I know,
So,
right?
I know. Hi, everyone. And if you're
Hi,
joining us for the
Kiko.
first time, thank you for being here. And I see some familiar faces. Hi, Kiko. Hi. So he says, hello. Hello talaga. Yes.
Yes. Hello, Kiko.
Thank you. And I see Jay. Predesila Asan. Okay, hi. And we have a third member coming in. Say hi to.
Yay.
Ah, Jay.
Hey. We are not alone anymore.
Yay! Oh my god! It's been a
Oh
while,
my gosh!
and
Yeah!
oh my
Oh
god.
my Maggie.
How have you been? Kumusta?
How is life?
That's how it's life.
Yun pa din, boring. Joke. It's boring.
well,
Joke
well,
lang.
boring is better than too exciting kasi, di ba, we don't want things to be too exciting
Um,
sometimes. Yung tamang chill
that's
lang, di
true.
ba?
Yeah.
Yes. And sabi ni Lian, hi guys, long time no see. So, hi.
Hi, Lian. It's been a long time,
Yun.
too.
Oh,
Nice to see you. Nice to see you, everyone. What do you mean, paulit po? Jay, what do you mean paulit po? Anong uulitin? ng movie, Hello Stranger? Because that's what we're gonna be talking about tonight. So, we sort of like did this a little bit late because we wanted everyone to have a chance to see it. Of course, we didn't want to give any spoilers. So now we're here and we are going to be talking about it. So if you have friends that have seen the movie as well, go ahead and invite them, share the vibe, have them hop onto the chat, and then tell us what you thought about it, diba? Yun. Okay. Hi,
uh,
hi,
Jane.
our multimedia. Nice to see you. Thank you for the
Hello.
support. Appreciate it. Uy, sorry kung medyo low energy ako kasi inantok talaga ako, guys.
Okay lang.
Party na
Sino
lang.
yung
Weekend na. Ay, weekend na
I
pala. Sorry.
know. It is actually. It is the weekend already. So Saturday, Sunday is coming up, and then well, it's gonna be
Oh.
Monday again. Sino yan, Kiko? Who are you? Who's your
Oh,
Oh,
Papasok ba siya? That's the
he's
question.
sick.
he said he will naman eh. Pero we'll see. Kasi
Ay, joke. Ibang
kailangan may
baby pala
mahabol
sinasabi
talaga.
ko. Alam ko si Mike.
oh,
No,
Yeah.
that baby is from Maring
Pahabulin natin
Reka.
mamaya.
Kiko's
Oo
is
nga,
different.
mali. Pahabulin natin
oo.
mamaya yan.
Yes, hopefully, diba? By the way, our multimedia, yes, I have it with me always. I use it every day, and I love it because it keeps hot water hot, and it keeps cold
Ooh.
water cold. So there.
Too hot.
So right now, yes, diba? It's a vacuum flask, so it's
Yep.
very useful. Actually, when I started using it, pala, I started wondering why I've never had one before. Because now it's like I have to have it. Like I have to have it with me all the
No.
time. diba? Pero right now, I'm drinking hot tea from this cup. Wala lang. Share ko lang
What's
yan.
that?
You were able to get yours, Ange?
It's tea.
Not yet.
Not
Ever.
yet. Pero you'll be getting it soon.
Yes. I'm gonna get
Hopefully.
my...
Wait! Jay, paulit po ng notice, sabi ng friend ko na si Philip Jason Bernales. Did he type something in the chat? I don't see it eh.
Maybe the
What do
other
you
chat.
mean? Another chat? I don't know. I'm sorry. He can put it in here on this chat and then we can go ahead and show it. So yes, we love the vacuum cups. Thank you so much for that. Always have it with me. Ayan. So we are going to be talking about Hello Stranger tonight. If you guys have already seen it, that's good. We want to hear your thoughts about it. We want to get your comments. And of course, if you haven't seen it, then we are going to be talking spoilers. So fair warning. If we say something that you didn't want to hear, sorry na talaga. Pero you've been warned.
Yes.
Ayan. So, I guess what we're gonna do is our usual. No? Hinahanap ko lang talaga yung banner kasi again, I don't, hindi ako sanay. Pero I think we're gonna go with our usual, no? We're gonna go with the ladder satisfier bummers na lang kasi that's the simplest way to go.
But yeah.
Diba?
And Satisfiers. Yeah, let's place the Satisfiers in the middle.
Correct. So, siguro,
Yan.
since Ange, you're the
Yeah,
lady.
since
Charot.
yes,
It's
Happy
been a
Women's
while.
Month, so you start.
Why don't
Happy
you?
Women's
Yes.
Month.
Yes.
With-
By the way, guys, ladies in the chat, Happy Women's Month. So let's celebrate females and women, no matter what sex or gender they were born with. Women everywhere. Yan.
Yep. To quote,
Okay.
sabi nga dun sa other series na pinapanood natin, The Next Gym, BXJ Forever, womanhood does not equate what's in between your thighs. So Happy Women's Month.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. So to all the women out there, we celebrate you. We love you. Keep fighting the good fight and keep slaying.
Yes, slay.
Alrighty. So, guys, if you've seen us do this before, so delighters would be something that you were really happy about, satisfier, or yung mga okay lang, good to have. And then yung bummers, not necessarily bummers per se, but you can interpret it as something that could be improved or maybe something that you wished was there. So,
Or
sige.
sabi nga ni Nico before, the bummers are also the questions that we are left with. So
Yeah,
if there are some
parang-
questionable scenes na parang, should it be
Yung
there
parang
or
hindi
could
ko
this could be
ginagawa.
improved?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty.
Are we doing it in one go per person? Like bummers, Satisfiers, and the lighters.
Siguro delighters
Bummers.
muna for everyone.
That
The
works.
lighters.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. The lighter. Ako ba mauna? Sige.
Yes po.
Lighter for me would be the chemistry. I mean, to be honest, when I started watching Hello Strangers, I didn't like it actually. Pero
You're
I still
talking about
tried
the series. No?
yeah,
The
the series. I still
shade.
tried to finish it. Pero natuwa ako naman actually sa latter episodes. Pero parang sa dulo na. But then, sa movie, oh my God, like, kinilig ako, as in, nampas ko yan, ganyan. They're both super cute. I don't know, parang sobrang nag-level up yung chemistry nila for this movie, I swear. And then,
Yes.
Yes.
yeah, that was actually the greatest improvement for me. And then I like their acting. I mean, it was not outstanding, but given that it's a light story, they look natural. And yeah, I really like the two of them. Kasi parang sobrang maamo para yung mukha nila. But at least si Tony sa na to, parang maamo siya. So,
Ay, ako talaga.
Ikaw ang highlight. Wow. Welcome to
Yes, I'm sorry.
experimentation.
Right. So, this is a night of experimentation, learning things. So, go. Keep on
Yes.
so
going.
yeah. I
Because
think that
Mike is a
would...
stranger to StreamYard, so hi.
Actually, lahat ata tayo. Feeling ko okay. Yeah, that for me was the lighter. What else? I think, yeah, the chemistry. How about you
Wait, ako, I would
guys?
have to agree, no. But aside from the chemistry, I actually thought na nag-level up yung acting nila. Kasi, yun nga,
Yeah.
parang dun sa series, diba? Parang, it was just, okay, how do I put it? It was just, okay. Alam mo yun, yung
Yeah,
acting and everything that happened was just okay. And like you mentioned, parang there were some kilig moments, pero the amount of kilig that I felt in this movie was off the charts. Actually,
Yes.
di ba? And I think it was mainly because we were getting a better, I said it already, we were getting a better story. Sorry na kung if you felt na hindi, if you don't agree, pero I thought that we were getting a better story. So it was well written talaga. Parang I felt na in terms of yung pacing, yung mga events, yung sequencing, at saka even the use of flashbacks. Because sometimes the use of
Yeah.
flashbacks can be very jarring for me. So I thought that it was
Yes.
all really well placed and well paced. Alam mo yun, parang I couldn't like see, hindi naman sa naghahanap ako, pero I didn't feel that there was anything that should be taken out. Kasi parang I felt that each and every scene had something to play and had something to tell. So I thought na parang magaling yung pagkasulat. Right? Tapos yun nga, apart from the script, I like yun nga, yung acting nila. Kasi the way that I cried, I watched it several times, guys. I think I watched it 4 times, and each time I would cry during the same scenes. I was like, what the hell? Alam mo yun? Because especially Tony, oh my God, the way that he made me cry when he cries, grabe. Kasi parang, I really felt it. And even Miko, in that one scene wherein it was after the tug-of-war thing. So,
Yes.
the way that Miko also made me feel, alam mo yun, parang really emotional. Grabe, ang galing ng acting nila. So, I think there's something, yeah, and I think that's something to do with the director din eh. Kasi parang, for me, it takes...
They changed director ba? Sorry. Actually,
they changed directors. They changed directors. The first one was...
It's Dwayne right now, so...
Correct. Dwayne, I don't know, I'm not sure if it's Dwayne or Dwayne. But it's a female, and the first one was Peterson Vargas. Yeah. So I guess in terms of in terms of directing style, or maybe it was a workshop, but it was really effective because I would say that it manifested in their acting. Diba? So parang kita mo talaga. Now, of course, there are some parts wherein parang I felt na okay lang, sakto lang yung acting. Like for example, there were scenes na I felt na Miko was just okay. Pero in the scenes that mattered, oh my God, nag-deliver talaga silang dalawa.
Yeah.
Diba? Super, super. In terms of, siguro mamaya na yung mga Satisfiers. Pero yun nga, parang, and sorry na, pero sasabihin ko na talaga, no? Parang if you haven't seen the movie, sorry, pero that last part, the super delighter for me was that last part.
The kiss scene.
Wherein the kiss scene, it wasn't just because of the kiss per se. Because to be honest, I've seen better kisses, but it was the fact that it was a kiss, and it gave me prom feels. Kasi diba, parang it was a kiss, and then there were people dancing around, and it was a celebration, and people were acting like there was nothing out of the ordinary. Like it was the most natural thing in the world for two male individuals to be kissing in the middle of a crowd. Alam mo yun, parang that was the super delighter for me. I mean,
and kasi super delighter siya kasi di ba wala silang kiss nung sa season 1. So, finally.
Yakap lang yun. Yakap lang season 1 nila.
Ano ba yan?
Bumabawi.
Yung effort ko, finish ko to hanggang last episode.
Yeah.
Hello.
Super. So those are the main things for me. I think the script, the acting, especially with the two leads, and that scene. Oh my God, that scene. Ikaw lahat.
Yeah, shout out lang. Hi, Rachel. Because I was chatting with her in another live a while ago by Taste and Sip by Tesha. So, hi, Rachel. Thank you for dropping by.
Are they the ones from New Zealand?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well,
there was a couple there from New Zealand, si Kai and D. So let's see what will happen tomorrow. Because they're gonna have. I'm hoping it pushes through. They might have a joint live, Kai and D and Taste by Tesha. So let's see. And it's gonna be the first time to do StreamYard, so it's gonna be fun. They're gonna have the same experience as you, Mikey.
Great. I'm learning as I'm going. So kudos to everyone who can, master this. Sige, go, Lance.
Yeah, my delighters. I think you mentioned everything na Mikey. Pero ang delighters ko, my delighters are also that they did a bit of teases of like yung mga iconic moments of the BLs that came through. from the golden shower to the pancit canton to I think there were a lot of moments to wait. That reminded me of another BL. That reminded me of another BL. That reminded me of another BL. So that's a good touch. That they're doing a tribute of of the BLs that came before, that came during the same time. And what else? So besides the script, besides I like how it's well directed right now. And I'm like Ange, na I didn't like their characters, especially Kukai and Patrick's character. So I felt them they were kind of cringy at some point. But when I got to the movie, so I enjoyed them thoroughly.
Right.
Actually, yeah, they're cute. I mean,
They
they're
were
both
They
so
are.
good
cute.
looking, but yeah.
And it
Yeah,
felt more real for me with this time. Unlike the series felt like very cute and patwitams. This
Yeah.
felt more
Agree.
real.
yeah, yeah, that's true. And actually, they look alike. Parang boy and girl versions of each other.
Do they?
Well,
Oh, really ba?
ako naman super opposite naman eh. Kasi parang Kukai is more morena and then Patrick is a lot more mestizo. Right? And he
Yeah,
even
they're
has
different.
that cleft chin
Ah,
that Europeans have, diba? So parang
Yeah.
for
yeah,
me
yeah.
it looks really like you know, European feature-ish. Yeah, ganun.
Yeah.
Pero I mean, maybe it's because na you see them together and the way that they jive. Diba? Sabi nga, diba? Parang pag magkaroon na
Yeah,
kayo mag-jowa or whatever, they start looking like each other. So maybe that's the thing, diba?
Yeah.
Diba? Diba? Oo.
And I like yung party. I want to do that party too someday, siguro. Yung wherein if they threw this literary references na party. Amon
Wait, that's
pula. Hence, my 4 picks, one word. One of them was the Ang Jawahang Crosswise, because it was a reference to Aman Pola na was Manalanga, played by Junjun there. So, and I love this character here kasi I knew him as being a profound guy kapag tama yung hulog niya in the series. And he had more quotable quotes for the movie.
Right. Actually, Junjun is one of my favorites as well. But I wouldn't sige, siguro mag-move on na tayo sa Satisfiers. Kasi I'm moving into that eh. Parang for me, Junjun was a Satisfier. I mean, very close to being a Delighter, but a Satisfier still. Kasi I think parang ni-reprise niya yung role niya as the best friend who gives very sound advice. So parang it wasn't new for me or anything. Diba? So,
Okay.
yun nga, parang I like that, but I like that he was the one who gave the voice of reason, kumaga, especially when there was that pivotal question from Jillian. Crystal. I almost forgot her name. Crystal. We're in. How do you know pag kailangan mo na, how do you know when you should move? He said something like, well, the fact that you're asking me that means might be a reason for you to actually move on na, diba? And also, he sort of pointed out that hanging on is harder than letting go. Kasi parang if you hang on too much and the love isn't there anymore, you're basically just making yourself suffer in a way, and you're also preventing that other person from, from moving on, maybe finding their truth. Tulad nga na sinasabi dun sa ano, diba? So I like that he was there. He provided the voice of reason. I like that yun nga, sabi yung Aman Pola, is it Aman Pola or Amapola?
Amapola. Sorry. Amapola.
And he mentioned that wait, is it Ricky Lee? I thought it was Ricky Lee. I think he mentioned Ricky Lee in the movie. Or, but anyways,
I
yun.
get
So, yeah. And what was I saying? Nawala ako. So that was
Amapola, Junjun,
Junjun.
Satisfier.
Yes, Junjun. So, yun nga, Junjun, very, very wise. Junjun. So, do what your heart tells you to do. I think that's what he said. Just listen to your heart, do what it tells you to do. Sometimes it takes more courage to let go than to hang on. So yun, I like
Actually,
that he.
for me, he's the most logical character.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me too. He was the most logical character.
Although he can be very quirky as well, diba? Kasi in the beginning,
Yeah.
he was vlogging and then parang he said something. He revealed that Patrick, I forgot his name, Seth, was gonna switch majors, and then Kukai heard it, and then there was banter like, why did you have to say that? Ay, wala ako. Vlogger lang ako dito. Parang, akin lang yung ano ko. Kami pa yung dalawa doon. Parang, so may pagka-quirky rin siya. Diba? Parang he's a funny character. But, when he needs to step up and provide advice to his friends, I mean, he's the one. He's the one who does that. So yun, Satisfier siya. Ano pa ba? I think Satisfier din for me yung Vanity Camp. And almost delighter din pala. Because, well, siguro, sorry, before I lose my train of thought. Vanity Camp, because I think it's very important that people hindi naman learn, but people stick or continue to pursue the literary arts. Kasi diba, parang when you do that, you do a lot of introspection. You do a lot of self awareness. Naubusan ako ng English, I'm sorry. Parang, parang you look yourself Parang you look inside yourself, you try to find out who you are, you try to find out what you want, and you try to find out what you really want to do with your life, diba? Parang, and that was the realization that, parang Xavier had at the end of those 5 days, and he even said something about it. Pero yun nga, parang, I think being literary or, reading books or creating with our words and all of that, I mean, it makes you feel more. It makes you more human. Diba? So I think it's very important that they did that, because they could have gone somewhere else. It could have been just like a summer beach camp thingy, but no, it was a vanity camp. And then they were able to, yun nga, sinabi kanina sa chat, diba? Parang they tried to reference a lot of literary writers, right? Or literary works, diba? I even saw Nick Joaquin, I think, in one of the posters. Diba? Parang the classics. And because these days, I think kids are not really reading. I mean, they watch a lot of videos, they watch a lot of movies, but there's a difference to reading a book, and really parang naramdamin mo yung bawat kataga at saka bawat chapter. And then, parang you imagine it for yourself, rather than just visually absorbing everything. So,
I don't read books.
Pero there's nothing, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that different na ngayon. Alam mo yun? Kasi when I was a kid, sige, ako na lang. When I was a kid, parang I used to read a lot. And I think it helped me in the way that I think and also in the way that I process information. And I think it also helped me grow as a person. But yun nga, these days, iba rin naman yung media na ina-absorb ng mga kids. But I just feel somehow na people can benefit from reading the book rather than just watching the movie, etc.
Yeah, hinahasa kasi imagination when you read the book. Kasi I used to be an avid reader when I was a kid. So my genre was fantasy pa. So Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Chronicles of Narnia. So all the big books, I used to dive into those. And it's a fun way to think of how does the world look like when you're going into the book. Unlike na with movies are dictating, this is how the world looks like.
Out there. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a good point. No? Tapos, yun nga parang I think there's a benefit to reading the classics din. Like, for example, yung mga Jane Austen, yung mga great books of the world, etc. Because parang it gave you a different perspective as well. So, but in any case, yun nga. So I like that. That's a satisfier for me. Almost a delighter was that there was a couple. Actually, I think I would call it a delighter, no? That there was a male couple already. Na pinasok talaga nila yun. Tapos talagang they were very out. They were very open. And parang, again, people were treating them like it was the most normal thing in the world. So I love that. What are you guys? What are your satisfiers?
Before I go to mine, I have a question lang. If you were in the party, what book or who would you cosplay as?
Oh, shoot. That's a good question. It has to be a Filipino book, right? Because I think
that's a Filipino literary
book.
God.
Oh, no. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I think I've said it before, and I'm gonna reiterate. I haven't read Noli Me Tangere or Elf of Mystery, so pinakwento ko lang talaga siya. When I was in school, I did like reading very long Tagalog text. I'm sorry. But wait,
Akala niya
uh,
pala ni Matanghalan.
what would you wear?
Ako, ano bang choices ko? If I'm gonna go Filipino strictly, ang nakakatawa kasi I'm gonna be referencing, so far, ang unang pumasa sa utak ko, I wanna wear yung outfit na naka-shades tapos naka-suit, tapos all black. It's referencing to the book, yung story written by, yung short story written by Denise Season. To start here in the
Oh.
compilation. And one of her characters is wearing that to sneak into a K-pop concert. So I'll be wearing that in the line here, saying the K-pop concert, tapos the whole thing.
Oy, alam mo,
I'm gonna be Sisa. Naisip ko na, I'm gonna be Sisa.
I'll go.
I
Brush my
go.
hair. Sobrang baba reason, I don't brush my hair and lagi akong paikot-ikot.
So mukhang pariw-pariwan tayo. Uy, alam mo, I think because Jose Rizal is our national hero, and I like the top hat. Yung parang bowl na top hat niya. At saka, the suit that he was wearing, yung all black red, and then yung parang classic suit. I think I would wear that. And yeah, I would go with that. Kasi parang
It's a nice
is the way
style though.
for me.
Yeah.
Diba? Yeah, exactly. But I think I could really rock that. And especially if I wear like wingtip,
And the
leather
hair
shoes.
with the chupoy.
And I could
Naka-chupoy
do the hair,
hair.
yeah. I can do the
Chupoy hair
I can
talaga.
just imagine it like that. So I think it's the easiest for me because I mean I know him and I can sort of I'm familiar with him.
Pero if you go
hi, Sir Will.
international, hi Sir Will. If you go international, sino naman? Who would you dress up as? Na book.
Character in a book or can it be the author?
Character in a book. International shores.
Sige, while I'm thinking, ayan, si Kiko daw, he'd be Ibong Adarna.
Ay, bongga. So, may pa-costumes
Love it.
Kiko with all the colors.
Yeah.
Tapos nakanta si Kiko dapat.
Hi, Shem.
Hi, Shim. Tumatawid.
Right. Interesting. I don't know. Walang diwata ng pagkahulog ni Edgar.
Hulog ni Edgar. Love it.
So I think that's the title, right? And then Edgar is the writer. Okay. I'm sorry, there's so many literary works, Filipino literary works that I haven't read. So as Filipino culture goes, I'm so uncultured. I'm sorry.
Sige. My genre in Filipino literature, all comic books. 13, Myth Space, Alamat sa Gubat, ano ka ba? Alamat sa Gubat, Pugad Baboy. So,
Pugad
that's
Baboy,
my
I know.
Kiko Machine, ano ka ba?
From PDI, right?
Yeah.
Sure will talaga sa I want to be the very best, like no one
Ever was.
Pokemon.
Okay, so he'll be Ash. Okay, literary character. Ikaw, for it.
I think I'll be a Skywalker.
Ay.
Oh.
Well, kasi I
Which-
love yung Star Wars. Either Anakin or Luke. Gusto ko lang yung Luke nila, tapos may lightsaber. Wala lang.
Hey, interesting. Uy,
Diba?
actually. Hi, Mamya.
Ay, meow.
Hello.
Or maybe Tony Javier from Ang Larawan. Oh, that's the musical, right? I don't know. I think that's it. That's from the musical. God, wala pa rin ako naisip. Pero probably I'd wear a Harry Potter costume. I'd be Harry Potter. I guess. Ang babaw, no? Pero sorry na. I mean, it is what it is. So, I mean, it's the first thing that came to mind. Because I like magic. I like Harry Potter. And I used to imagine I was Harry Potter. So let's do it.
Yes,
Kailangan
why
meron ka
not?
ng broom. Yung wonder na broom. Hala, naghang na siya.
Naghang na si Mikey. Nag-freeze na siya. Tingnan talaga mukha niya, no? Para siyang comic book character na rin.
Himan! Oh my God, na Harry Potter tayo.
Oo, Voldemort, don't take him. May Dementor na katabi si Mikey ngayon. Pero if I'd pick a literary character internationally, baka I'd go with either Legolas from Lord of the Rings. If I had the capacity and the wig and the props to buy that, I'd go Legolas.
Oh my God, the scene where he parang tawag dyan, parang nag-slide siya dun sa horror ng, I don't know what animal was that. Talaga nag-gasp ako sa cinema. I remember when I watched that, oh my God, sobrang gwapo. Wala lang, naalala ko lang.
Hi.
Oy, Kiko, interesting ha? Tracy Whitney or Catwoman?
Tracy Whitney or Catwoman.
Which Catwoman though? Because there are several Catwomen. I mean, several versions of Catwoman. So my personal favorite is Michelle Pfeiffer. So
mine too. I like Michelle Pfeiffer. And she's a nano whip.
Yes, super. Oh my God! And she did it in one take. Trivia. She did that. You know, the one that she did, and then she wrapped it around herself. She did it in one take. My gosh. Si naman. I'd love to be pop. Oh, and then Shakespeare.
Nice.
Yes, and she was saying.
Sasabihin ko lang, balik na tayo guys, hello stranger.
Ay,
sige lang.
Go, labang.
Nag-isip tayo
Sorry naman, we were talking about literature, so I had fun.
That's fun though. Thank you.
Yeah, it was.
Go, Ange.
Ano Satisfier mo, Ange?
Satisfier. Actually, Satisfier for me would be almost the lighter, pero kasi may iba ko mas gusto. But Satisfier for me would be the latter part of the movie actually. Parang, I'm not sure how do I explain this. I like the struggle of the two characters in the end and how they portrayed it. So parang medyo flashback pala siya, no? Pero it's sort of reminiscent for me. Parang it's sort of reminiscent of gaya sa pelikula kasi. Parang pero one of the main leads was still not ready and still like struggling about his identity, while the others already there ready for love. Though I'm not saying naman that the plot is the same with GSP. Parang how do I put this? May differences sa struggle nila, but it has the same feels, sort of for me. But ayun, it became relatable for me. Siguro, sorry, ano pala to, bummer. Pero, yeah, sabihin ko na rin, kung tinanggal nila siguro yung X part and just focused on Xavier trying to find himself, then making the conflict about how he deals with the people around him instead. For example, family niya or yung friends niya, especially the family. For me, the story would have been so much better. So yun. Satisfier ba yun or bummer? Pero Satisfier for me yung end part. I mean, yung second half of the movie.
Cool.
Yeah, for my case, I think Satisfier B because it's borderline bummer na rin. It's how they started the movie. It felt kind of slow, except for the part where Kukay says, "Are you ready?" I mean, that's the best part, and that's when the dip down. Then I think it only built up when they were already in the bedroom, when they got to pick their numbers for the room. And it started to go up and up. Pero the intro part in between that was rather slow. Pero I also appreciated that there was an appearance of the couple, yung LGBT couple. I was hoping there would be more of them, not just one couple.
Yeah.
Siguro, sana. Pero I also liked how it played out. And sana we could have seen a longer development, satisfied than when the yung author came into the story too. I like what he said to
the husband
character too.
The boyfriend of Janella. So sorry. I know him as the boyfriend of Janella. He was a
I know him as the guy from Mamu. Yung partner, yung gusto ni yung best friend, gusto ni EJ doon.
Uy, Marcos, kausapin mo naman kami dito sa BBS. Beke naman.
Yes.
Marcos nga pala niya. Yeah.
Marcos, mabilisan lang. Uy, by the way, sorry. Nico, hi!
Hi, Miko.
Love
See
you.
ya.
Flying home tomorrow. So, take care. We miss you. And balitaan mo kami. And we'll see you
Yes.
soon. Yeah.
Ayan. And also, Mamia was saying, kasi Mamia didn't watch the series first. So she watched the movie first, then backtracked to the series, I think. So at least for her, when she was watching the movie, she said it was a standalone affair. So she could watch the movie without knowing what happened before.
Actually, it can be a standalone rin naman eh.
Mm.
Yun nga lang, parang you have less of the history than
Actually.
you had seen it. But actually, you can watch it by itself naman talaga.
Mm.
Ayun.
Parang you
Anything
can go
else?
back to the history of the series kapag di ko ba YouTube.
Uy, agree ba kayo dito na Satisfier ito?
The lighter. Oh, girl.
Actually sa akin din.
Sobrang
Nakalimutan
kilig. Oh my God.
Nalala ko sa kanya, uy, seryoso? Ako rin. Oh my God. I mean, my hands were like, gumagano yung hands ko. Tapos yung sinabi ko,
I can imagine.
Kit-kit nila.
Actually, that scene was a delight for me. Yes, absolutely.
It was the biggest delighter.
Ay, may
Super.
nakalimutan tayong the lighter. Yung OST din. Oh my God. I mean, when they played it in the end. So
Yeah, dami natin
nice.
nakakalimutan. Again, guys, because it's like pretty spontaneous, so we forget things, but that's okay. Yeah, I like the soundtrack, especially they know when to use instrumentals and they know when.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that KZ Tandingan song.
Yes. KZ Tandingan is now part of the BL universe because of that song. See, you know, and that is an epic scene.
Yeah. Sige. Oh my God, nalala ko.
So here, the way that the movie was a standalone affair, you get the whole story between them with us delightful. Yeah, exactly. Well paced, well placed, and just enough. To show you what happened in the past. And that's an example of using flashbacks effectively. Kasi it gave you more. It wasn't just para magkaroon, but it really gave you more insight into why they were feeling the way they were feeling. Like for example, si Nico, diba? When Xavier said na parang, oh, I broke up with her already, and then I was expecting that he would be happy, but then he looked stunned, and he was like looking at Xavier, and then the flashback happened. Na yun pala, oh my God, parang if I was in his shoes, if I were in his shoes, I would feel the same thing. Like parang, okay, what do you want me to feel? I mean, I already got over you. Alam mo yun, parang I've already moved on. I've decided na parang I'm not gonna do this anymore. And now you're telling me that you're no longer with your girlfriend. Should I be happy? So parang yung stunned face niya, and then that flashback, I was like, oh my God, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Actually, good that they had that flashback. Kasi kung ako rin yun, bebe, go na. Pero yun.
If there was no flashback, we'd be like, girl, what are you doing? Ayan na siya. Di ba gusto mo? Pero yun nga, di ba? And also, it sort of like brought to light why his mom was trying to offer him crutches at the beginning. Because he got into an accident.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Super grabe.
And I may satisfy may director pa akong isa. You remember Tony's friend? The guy when Xavier was coming out for telling his story, and suddenly that friend, that very refreshing friend.
Actually, there's a lot of good characters in this movie. Even Marcus,
I know.
diba? Kasi Arvin, for example, and I think we're going into the not necessarily the character per se, but the world of LGBTQ spectrum. Because Arvin was brought up by two moms, so now we have a lesbian couple. which is not in the story, but is a factor in the story, di ba? So parang yun. So we have a lesbian couple, we have a gay couple, and then we have somebody who says, I'm not sure, bisexual, fluid. So that's also another part of the spectrum, di ba? Kasi parang yun nga, parang he's still figuring out who he is. Kasi when he and Jillian, or I keep calling her by her real name, Crystal were talking, di ba? She said, I want you to find your truth. And wait, I lost my train of thought. Oh, wait, I lost my train of thought. Hala, ganun ko.
Kaya pa
What was I
ba?
saying? What was I saying? The spectrum. Oh, yeah. Because when Jillian said na parang I want you to find your truth, and he was like, but I love you. She said something, and he said, I love you, I still do. And she was like, but not as much as before. Diba? So it is possible for him, he still loves Jillian or Crystal, but he also loves Nico, and this time he loves Nico more. So alam mo yun, so parang okay, so yeah, he might be bisexual or he might be fluid, So yeah, so that's a part of the spectrum, and it's
It
nice that they
doesn't
brought
matter.
exactly, and it's nice that they didn't force him to like settle on a label or whatever, because
Yeah.
we still need to figure that out, and maybe that's gonna be what we're gonna see in the season, in the series when it comes out, diba? So yun, parang I like that. I like yun. So Arvin is there. The
Yeah.
gay
Also,
couple.
the mother of all Diaz is there. Yayo. She got her fourth
Oh my
son.
gosh!
Oh my God.
Kasi
Correct,
diba the
diba?
first was
Siyempre,
Alec Kevin and she
designated
out of water. Or fish out of water. Tapos she became the mother of
MEO.
Ken in My
Yeah.
Extraordinary. Now
Uh-uh.
she's the mother of JC
Right,
Oh
in English
exactly.
Stranger.
Yeah. So
Who's the
Bianca says
mother
they
of
have,
ano? Ayun nga, the way that you just said it. Yes.
I don't know her. See, mother ni Jillian, I don't know her. Do you guys know
I
her?
don't know
Piling
her
ko rin
either.
Ay,
Jill.
yung mother
Pero
niya,
yun
ano
yun,
din, yung
hindi ko kilala.
savior.
Oh,
Si the mother of Xavier tsaka si and the real life couple, si Precious Lara Higaman and
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
si
Si
Marco.
Marco.
Marco
Oh my
Alvaro,
God,
parang ganun, or Alvarez, I forgot the name.
hindi pa ba siya, they're too young to portray a parent role. I mean, hindi pala. Too young sila to be a parent of savior. Hindi ba? Parang
Hindi okay
bata.
lang.
Okay
Kasi
lang.
if you look at Xavier, if you look at Tony and his real father, they look
Masyang bata.
exactly the same. So I mean, Marco fits the same age group as Tony's real father. So
Yeah, actually. So Nika says, I just want to say, pinakilig talaga ako ng
Super.
bongga na
True.
High School the movie. Hello Stranger the movie. Oh, so he's saying that this is the Popoy Basha ng PL. Ems. Pero, guys, I totally agree. Like, among all of the BL movies that I've seen, Thai and Pinoy, I don't think there's a Pinoy BL really. The Boy
Is
Foretold by
there?
the Stars. The Boy Foretold by the
Yes.
Stars. Pero, okay, so, but that's different eh. Parang, this to me was a different level. Kasi, the way that they made me cry and feel things, and they made me so invested in the characters. Super talaga. Like, I was this invested in, well, actually, I wasn't this invested in Papa and Basha, but it was sort of like approximately. Pero kasi, I guess, mas
Ooh.
because these are characters that I can relate to, like personally relate to. So I agree. This is the Popeye Pasha of the BL world for us, for me and Nico. So now we finally have a counterpart, and I am so happy that they made this movie. Seriously. So
Yeah,
direct, congrats, and the writer. Oh my god, I
let's
forgot her
wait.
Yes.
name, but super congrats. Yun. So,
Oh my
na-mention nga
God,
natin kanina,
yeah. I agree. Tawad.
mahal ko, mahal ko. Yeah, we said that, diba? Super tawan-tawa talaga tayo doon. Super. Um, yeah. So, oh, by the way, good night, Nico. So,
Good
have a good rest
night.
and have a safe flight tomorrow. Let us know when you're already landed, and keep us, keep us apprised of what's happening with you. Or yan. Okay. Sige. Yes, Andit Marl. Agree. And
Yo.
Tony's real parents all look like almost like his older siblings.
Oh,
Yes, that's
yeah,
what
they
I
could
was
pass us as older
saying.
siblings.
I
Pwede.
mean, they
Actually,
look
kala ko nga eh.
young.
When
Pero
they
their
called, I
ages
thought
They are
talaga.
acting niya
young,
si
diba?
Kwan.
Alam ko,
Yeah.
they are young. Anyway.
No, I think they're pushing 40s. I think they're pushing their 40s already.
So, mukha na taga sa'yo.
They just look younger, yeah.
Super
Yes, sorry, Dan.
beautiful.
You were saying.
Yeah, I thought nga when they called, I thought parang yung older sister niya si Precious. Lara Higaman doon in that episode. Yung pala, oh, mother. Oh,
Kasi yun nga,
okay.
medyo bata talaga. Pero yun nga, I think there were... Sige, bummer na ba tayo?
Oo.
may mga nagsusulat na kasi ng bummer eh. Sige.
Oo nga, Mikey, halos nasa same year natin si Precious.
O, diba?
Or year
Pwede
mo.
na talaga magkaanak. In high school, pwede na talaga.
Yes, it could be that.
Lalo na kung eager, diba? Maagang nagbuo ng pamilya.
Ready.
Pwede na
Ay, hanggang ready.
diba? I mean, straight out of
Yes.
college. Boom, anak.
Yung naisip ko, baka ganun eh.
Oy, wag naman GF. Grabe. Oh, Marco, I agree. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, Marco.
Isn't he a dancer or something? But he's an actor,
Actor.
definitely.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
His real dad was a dancer, si Boom.
Yes, that's true. Boom La...
the Bruce.
I forgot his last name.
I forgot
Nope.
Nope.
No, it's not Labruska. It's something else. But in any case, ayan. Sige. So, things that could be improved on or things that you wish were better.
Ako, actually, I had an issue with the way it started. Parang,
Mhm.
I don't know if it'll make sense, but given how season 1 ended kasi, I didn't think that the story would start that way. Parang, sila together. So yeah, medyo confusing siya for me at the start. And I didn't like the fact that they used Xavier's ex again to sort of create a conflict. That's just...
Okay.
Kasi parang if I remember correctly, parang nagkaroon na ng acceptance yung girl sa season 1. Tama ba? Or feeling ko lang. Parang yeah.
The gay or bisexual issue wasn't brought up with
The
her,
girl.
but it was more like she felt that he was kind of
Yeah.
detached. So she said
Yeah.
something to the effect na parang,
Well, yeah.
sige, if you need time, di ba, parang figure it out what you want, ganon. Pero parang hindi talaga naipasok na may gusto siyang lalaki ang girl. Kasi it was never brought up, I think.
Yeah, but
If I remember correctly.
Yeah. Okay. Pero yeah, parang for me kasi, I mentioned earlier na parang for me it would have been better if hindi doon nag-revolve around yung conflict. Kasi medyo mababaw for me din yung reason why Xavier got back with the girl. Kasi parang sana parang he told the truth na initially. And then yun nga, the conflict just revolved around Xavier and how parang he tries to find himself in how he deals with people around him. So yun lang naman yung bummer.
Okay. Ikaw, Lance.
Yeah, pero yung bummer na yung Xavier conflict, I kind of felt that then. And hindi naman sa bummer, pero it's more like I know how it feels like to be stuck in that kind of relationship wherein you want to get out but you can't you're helpless. And I do understand that kasi I've been there. So, kasi ayaw mo makadagdag dun sa issue na nagkadaanan ng person, pero at the end of the day, parang I realize na you have to help yourself, man. Parang you have to, and by doing that, you have to let the person go in order to do that. Kasi or else you'd be spinning around into a dark circle too. And you won't be able to be there to help him or her consciously. Pero ang pinaka-bummer ko was the character ni Jane Macapagal. It felt like he was a lighter version or a happier
Si
version of
James
Philip
ba
in The
yun?
Boy Foretold by the Stars.
Oo, right. Medyo
So,
nakakainis nga
and
siya.
yeah, and I didn't like his hair too. So, parang,
Was
I
that
think there was
mullet?
no
Parang
need for him there.
mullet talaga
Pero
siya.
Para sa akin.
he was a bummer in the story, but I did like the fact that they incorporated that in the story. If that makes sense. Parang pinakita mo ito yung mga ganyan yung ibang tao yung ngayon na judger na
Yeah.
kailangan tanggalin society. Pero yun, parang medyo
Oh, para siya naging
contributing
plot
factor.
For me lang kasi naging plot device siya para magkaroon ng away at suntukan in between Nico
Well,
and so parang yun na lang yung naging role mo. I think there could have been a bigger role for Jin maybe.
yun lang,
Na
parang
although
wala
there are
siyang
people,
wala
parang
growth sa story.
yes.
Parang okay. Ka
Uy,
lang
gubad
talaga.
siya.
Asshole ka lang.
Actually, which is why I like na Crystal stood up to him in a way. Kasi parang, well, they were taking pictures sa garden, di ba? Para, I keep saying para. So, Nico took a picture of flowers and then James came in and says, sabi ko na nga ba, Barbie? And then, Nico was like, ano ba sa'yo? Di ba? Tapos, parang sasabi ko,
Yes.
oh, bakit? May masama ba? Di ba? Masama ba sinabi ko? And then Crystal was like, it's not funny, James.
Yeah. That part I like.
Parang,
I like that
ano ba
part.
yan?
Pero there
It's
were
not
other
funny,
parts
James.
na like yung confrontation sa yung after ng parts na yun, parang parang there's something wrong.
Well, I was watching it naman, parang he annoyed me, pero
Yes,
I
he
felt
did.
na
He is
parang
annoying. Yeah, yeah.
he was annoying, like super annoying. Pero I felt na tama nga. I mean, I am the same view with Ange na parang pinapakita na meron pa rin talaga at meron ng mga ganong tao. Alam mo yun, yung parang judgy, tapos may mga lagi may pahapyaw, alam mo yun. And I like that even though he does that, na may ano pa rin, may ginagawa yung ibang characters either to address that or in response to that. So I'm like I said earlier, I'm good with it naman. I mean with the story and everything. Siguro one thing that that I would change would be, remember Nico supposedly got bit by a jellyfish or whatever. So
that was in our episode, yes.
He limps onto the shore, and then so Xavier comes up to him and then starts offering to be on him. Diba? So actually funny yung part na yun, especially when Nico says, but iihian mo ako as a friend. But the thing that gets me is, so Kukay and Migs, what's his name? Migs.
Junjun.
Junjun comes in,
Junjun.
right? And you have to consider, parang from where they're standing, they should be able to see Miko and Xavier no problem. Because hindi nakaharangan ng mga cottages yung line of sight nila. Which means they had clear sight lines towards the two. But they were appearing to be not able to see the two. Di ba? Parang lakas sila. Tapos, asan yun? Nandun sila. Tapos, anong ginagawa nila? Parang, that's so weird. Both of them. Alam mo, tinignan ko talaga eh. I mean, I looked at it because there was a time as well wherein Kaisef, parang were on the beach and they were literally, the spot that they were standing on was literally halfway to the stairs going up and then halfway to the water. So they should have been able to see Miko and Xavier, but they were like, asan na ba yun sina Miko? And I was like, I'm sorry, my logical brain was calculating like crazy. Like, how far apart? I mean, how far are they from?
Actually, if I may add, hindi rin sila nagtaka na parang anong ginagawa ng dalawang yun? Parang tinawag lang nila pareho. Parang sana question din nila, ano bang ginagawa nila?
Natataka sila. Pero, di ba, parang, I mean, it would have been, I don't know, siguro depending on how it was done.
That would have been more funny actually if parang in-interrogate nila kung ano yung ginagawa.
Ano ginagawa mo?
Yes.
ko! Alam mo yun, yung parang ganun. And also, take note, I think it was supposed to be the funny part is that they were shown as Nico's head, right, covered by Xavier's ass. So parang it looked like they were doing the nasty, diba? But wasn't the intention to pee on the leg? And I didn't see how near. But ang layo
I
niya sa
didn't see a
leg.
trajectory.
Oh my God, ganun
Bukas
kahaba.
sa face.
It was that long. Like,
I
hello.
know. Pero if you did, parang kaya natatawa ako dun sa scene kasi you can't add the physics of the trajectory of where it would drop. Kulang na lang, I would hear the same words of saying, ang laki, quoting from another series.
Actually, Pietro, he said that. It's not gonna work. I'm a med student. He said that, actually.
Yeah,
But
yeah, he
then,
did.
Xavier said something like, no, it worked on my cousin. It will work on you too. Or something like that. Ayun.
Hindi kasi baka gusto niya talaga.
Oo.
So yun, I was like, my logical brain was like, no way that you didn't see them. And no way that you don't know what's happening. Alam mo yan, but in any case, yun, but it's just that one thing. And I think somebody, sige, share natin yung bummers ng iba and see if we agree no or what we can say about it. Pietro says, bummer din pala for me yung how Crystal was a too good to be true ex-GF. Parang she's too, actually, ang bait niyang tao. Like, she was willing to let, but Pietro, consider as well that she was also selfish in the beginning, di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi when sinabihan siya ni Xavier na parang, I'm in love with someone else, parang, I mean, that was a physical reaction. But she continued it eh. When he kept showing up, when he kept pretending to be the boyfriend, she accepted it eh, di ba? So parang, in a way, she's not all good or she's not perfect. Naging tao rin siya. So, sinabi niya yun nung nag-confession siya, di ba? Or when they had that heart-to-heart talk. Parang, I thought all this time kasi okay tayo, pero I'm keeping you from the person that you truly love. You know, parang I'm keeping you from your truth. So, you know, pero yeah, I mean, ang bait niya lang talagang tao. So that's why I was hoping that she would end up with Junjun, but, you know, not gonna happen.
I was hoping for that too. Season 3? Season 2?
Season 2 for the series.
Season 2, movie 2?
Correct. Okay. Sabi naman ni Kiko, bummer yung dilemma ng BF ni Kukay. What was the dilemma?
Actually, parang she want to introduce him to the sister. Yun.
I guess it depends on how you define bummer, no? Was it a bummer because you feel sad that you feel bad that he had to go through that, or was it a bummer because it was put into the story? Kasi for me, I totally understand why you would feel bad. Kasi yun nga, di ba? Parang 3 months na kayo may something, pero inintroduce ka sa family member as a friend. Because
medyo
I'm gonna expose myself here. Nagawa ko na rin kasi yun. Parang my friend.
Pero
ako din, nagalit yung my
the question would be, yun lang siguro, kulang lang siguro ng backstory on Kukai's side. Kasi like for example, for you, Mikey, to understand why you did that. For my case, I've done that too. I've done that too kasi complicated yung family backstory eh. So,
yeah, totoo.
Yeah.
And we lacked that
the
from
families
Kukai's
are
side.
open to it. Yeah.
And we didn't see that on Kukai's side na bakit ganun. Pero kaya nga nagkaroon ng konting disconnect when the sister met Seth officially. Parang, and she was all good. Parang, So utak na lang ni Kukai.
Right, exactly. Parang we are our own worst, talaga. Diba? Totoo. In your head, parang it's such a huge deal or parang you expect it to go south talaga. Parang your mind automatically goes to the negative. And then, okay lang pala when it finally happens. No? Pero valid naman kasi yung fear ni Kukay. Especially since she mentioned nga na no boyfriend since birth yung sister niya. Tapos medyo, I guess, mataas-taas yung standard. Kaya nga siguro single yung kapatid kasi mataas-taas yung standard.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I like pala na si Mean. She's also, why didn't we mention Mean? I love her. I love her character. She's so funny and quirky. And she also, diba? And she also, when she talked to Kukai's sister, para makahanap ka ng lalaki or babae kung ano yung trip mo. So alam mo yon. So parang she also presented that side na parang okay lang kung ano man yung gusto mo, di ba?
When she mentioned that, I thought they're gonna introduce girl-to-girl couple with through Kukai's sister.
Oo.
Yung parang,
pero hindi, ano lang talaga siya. Siguro mahiya eh. Char. Kaya wala siyang boyfriend. Or alam mo yun, very career-driven. Char.
Habang iniisip ko, baka asexual lang si sister.
Pwede rin, right?
Actually.
It's very true. Maybe she's not attracted to anyone. I mean, that's possible. Very true. Si
And actually, iniisip ko
Pietro.
nga, baka, kasi ang mahal niya nasa Omando.
Sorry, sa Wando?
Yeah, kasi she plays also the lover of the mother of Omando. Of Mandalore.
Oh! That's why
Si Dion.
she's familiar!
Si Dion.
Si Dion.
Oh my God! I totally missed that. Thank you for mentioning
That's why I'm loving all the links of all the BLs together. From the Golden Sour, from the Influencers, the Suka scene from Lacan to Dion being part of the cast list, crossing over from Omando, Marcos from Mamu. So ang daming crossovers na nakakatawa.
True. Well, it is a small industry.
Yeah, it is.
Kukai's being an NBSV wouldn't have been enough to warrant Kukai's actions unless she's afraid that her sister will be jealous. That's possible. Although hindi yun yung verbalize niya kasi eh. Parang the first thing that she mentioned was yun nga, parang no boyfriend since first si ate. Baka magalit. And secondly,
Baka strict, yeah.
Yeah. And secondly, her own setting of expectations. Kasi parang yung previous standard niya was Miko eh. And that's one of the issues of Steph eh. Na parang hindi ako tulad ni Miko. I can't live up to his standards. Pero
if they stuck to that, I would have accepted that instead than using the ate card. Wherein, kasi I think it felt more real nung sinasabi ni Kukay na, kasi ex ko si Miko, so I have this pictured standard. Siguro hindi lang na-build ng maayos yung how did she fall in love with Seth? Paano na-break yung standards niya throughout the movie?
So same as yung comment kanina, no? Parang unrealistic daw si XGF. Yeah.
Might as well move on. Parang ako hindi na makiki-party muna with them. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Uy, si P pala, more of a burn plan.
Huwag naman.
Oh my God.
Huwag naman.
Nako, wag ganun. Parang standard for evil GFs yung peg natin.
Oo, kasi siya yung worst of the worst of all the BL kontrabidas.
I mean, from what we've seen, who knows, baka may
pa
mas
ba?
worse pa, no? Hindi lang nating alam.
Meron pa ba? I think siya na.
Siguro sa other series, no? Wait, I'm looking for something that Pietro said. Na bummer niya. Kasi he mentioned something. And I think, for me as well, I can't find it now, but with regard to the product placements, I thought the bingo one was a little better. Kasi medyo, natuwa ako dun sa parang, alam mo yun, parang tama lang yung sweetness. Parang tayo, diba? Oo,
Pero, parang obvious kasi yung bingo one eh. The way it was held like that was too obvious.
Mas obvious ako sa oh my God, Pancit Canton, seriously. Heto. kung ako pupunta ng resort, hindi ako magdadala ng pancit canton. Pupunta ako sa concessionaire because usually in resorts, there is a co-op or a canteen or a pasalubong center and they would have pancit canton there. It would have been more realistic for me if
in
they
that
had gone
resort,
there and
wala.
said, oh, pancit canton, di ba? But no, ganun talaga.
Pero weirdohan ako na pwede pala magpaluto sa resort doon. I've been to that resort.
Hindi na
Hindi
na masarap
That's
pa.
another thing. Tapos may pa-hotdog pa. Ma'am, extra charge yan. Hala.
Oo.
Diba?
At ito pa, kaya natawa ako sa pancit canton. You know how small the packs were? Pero when it came on the table and the plates, the pancit canton was like a mountain. How the hell did that happen?
Minagic yun. May magic water sila. Kaya dumami.
May dagdag sarap yun.
Ayun. Pero I think the bingo one was a little bit better. Pero yun nga, parang it was obvious na it was really a product placement. I mean, hooray for them that they have products, and sponsorships. Pero yun nga, parang I think there are some IPLs that are a little more subtle. So parang gano'n.
Anong subtle? They would pan on the product itself.
Pero meron din. May nakita rin ako na parang iinom lang nila. Makikita mo lang yung logo, pero hindi yung parang, alam mo yun, parang, uy, tama lang yung sweetness. Yung mga gano'n.
The queen of subtleties in product placements are the Koreans. Ang galing nila doon.
True. Subway.
Memorable ko yung Subway. Yung sa The Monarch had lots of product placement. From the car to Subway to the alley. So ang galing nung product placements nila.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
it's like it's part of their stories na you don't recognize na it's a product placement.
Ang daming pansit ka doon sa bag ni Koya.
Yes.
Medyo awkward nga. Hi, Jude! Hello!
Hi, Jude.
So, we still have to earn the art of subtlety.
True.
Yes, I agree. Wait, parang yung glutathione. Wait. I new name for me, gold member. Hi. And they have a bummer. Bummer for me yung continuity error dun sa scene na Xavier wants to talk to Miko after he broke up with Crystal. They're all wearing same clothes the day before.
I didn't notice actually.
I didn't notice that.
Wow, talas ng mata. I didn't know.
I didn't notice that. I have to look at that again. Pero, tama, those things, they can be confusing. They parang, oh, wait. Parang it's the next day, but they're wearing the same clothes. Nakapansin nga yun, no? Yeah, interesting. Yung mga ganong klaseng details, no? Pero I think that happens, di ba? Especially if you're trying to shoot different scenes in one day. So, baka nakalimutan magpalit ng damit. So, yeah.
Unless they're literally repeating, unless parang they want to show continuity na it's just one to the same scene. Maybe.
It's in the
same day.
Siguro yung pagka-cut lang or something, no? Na-skip ko na yata yung ibang bummers. I'm sorry. Oh, Unlit Marl says drunk Miko. But, I thought it was so cute.
I enjoyed Drunk Miko. I want more of Drunk Miko.
Siguro, medyo nagulat lang ako when he slapped the water. Was it the water? It was like, whoa, dude.
I enjoyed it.
Then,
I love it.
The other parts were in, Xavier.
It's cute.
Tapos parang, sabihin mo na. And then he was touching Xavier and Xavier was like, oh my God. Is he starting to feel things? Parang,
So cute.
sabihin mo na, malay mo. Parehong nararamdaman natin. I found it so cute. I'm sorry. That was so cute for me.
Hey, Marlo, why do you find it a bummer?
What was the thing?
What exact scene? Or because it deviated from what Miko is known for?
Or kasi in life, kasi medyo annoying yung mag-take care ng ganun ka-drunk person.
Ganun ba sa in real life?
Oh, well, probably. But it was a cute drunk, seriously. And that scene was also very funny, especially nung, di ba, parang, and I think there was one, what do you call this? Unscripted, maybe, part wherein sinampal ni Kukay si, Xavier. And then, I kind of felt na parang natawa si Si Seth at saka si Migo. At saka, and even himself, Miko. JC himself, parang, huh? Parang gumanon siya eh. So, I have to look at it again. But I felt that it was not scripted or ad-libbed. I don't know. But we'll see. Yun. So, I guess, bummer. Okay, here. Bummer ka din yung makeup ni Miko. Putok na putok all throughout.
Sunblock daw
grabe
po
ka
yan.
naman.
Alam mo yung
I
sunblock
didn't
na black ng
notice.
white?
Natutunan siya mag-blush on.
Really? I didn't notice. I don't know if it's my screen or my light. I don't know. But I didn't notice.
Wala mo, natutunan siya mag-blush on. Okay naman Junk blush.
Pili ko nga sunblock yun. Di ba kasi may sunblock na may tint minsan?
Wait. Sorry. Jude is catching up. So the lighter is Migs Almendras as Amapola. Yes.
Yes.
Kasi, di ba? Parang it's not what do you call that? An obvious character to cosplay, di ba? And the way that kasi parang parang medyo femme yung dating nung character based on the makeup and everything.
Yeah, kasi baklang aswang si
or grunge. Okay, gotcha. and to have a straight character, di ba? A straight character do that. Yeah, definitely. Kudos, di ba?
And then Moral didn't like the acting. Ay, sorry.
He didn't like the acting, especially the peep part.
Wait. Gumagalaw yung mga, sorry. Didn't like the acting, especially the part he was about to puke. Yung, actually, medyo, yun. Di ba I said earlier,
pero funny
na overall, it was kind of funny. Pero yun nga, di ba? I said earlier na parang there were moments na parang nag-shine siya, and then there were some moments na parang, So, yeah. Yung parang,
Yeah.
Agree. Wait. So, bummer for Jude is mahal ko.
I found funny too.
Talaga? Medyo pilit ba? Natawa ako doon.
Well, pilit siya talaga, pero that's why it's funny, kasi pilit siya.
Natawa ako. Kasi ginawa nilang medyo campy talaga eh. Alam mo yun? Parang, parang I think that was the goal talaga. Parang, campy tayo. Pero, you wanted them to finish the song, medyo mahaba din kasi. And if you notice, diba, parang the lyrics are just paulit-ulit. So I think if they actually completed it, parang medyo, baka maging prolonged pakinggan masyado.
Pero sobrang weird ka nung debut is yung ang tagal niya mag-listen.
Ay, natawa ko dun kay Miss Mean. Miss Mean. Parang, may ano ba tawag doon? May self-removal na nagaganap. Gets. Hindi sinabi yung iconic, yung mahal ko. Wait, it wasn't ba? I don't remember. Pero it would have been, if it wasn't there, it should have been there. True. Mahal ko. Mahal ko. Yeah. Sige. Go. Ayun, tama. Let Marl. May voluntary exit? Kakaloka kayo. That's funny. Yun. What else is a bummer? Yun lang for me talaga, yung ihi-ihi scene na mali-mali yung trajectory. At saka parang, they could have maximized the reaction, pero parang I felt na parang, hindi nyo talaga makita. Andyan lang, ma'am, sir, ang lapit nila. Ba't di nyo nakikita? Yun lang. By the way, another delighter scene pala, for me, was the tent with all of the post-its. Because parang it's something that you would want someone to do for you. Alam mo yan?
Grabe, sipag nun.
Super, alam mo yan, parang it was a grand gesture. And for Miko, who is very reticent with his feelings, alam mo yan, parang hindi siya very showy or very demonstrative. Yeah. It was a whole nother level. So yeah.
When I say back to his room din kasi kaya ganun. Kasi there were a lot of post-its in his room din. Nung sa series.
Oh, I think this is a sort of a bummer kasi he who wishes that Yayo had a bigger role.
For the parents, yeah.
Yeah.
Yun yung,
Yeah.
yun, agree.
Siguro I would have liked if there was a scene wherein Miko was grieving over Tony or Xavier and the mom was there to comfort. Kasi mukhang alam niya eh, di ba? Kasi when Miko was supposed to celebrate his birthday, he cooked and then there were no visitors. So I think she knew that he was waiting for Xavier, di ba? So maybe more of the comforting grieving part with the mom.
Nakapagod na si Yayo kasi she just buried one of her children nung si Ken.
And that's why she knows better because she already lost some. She already lost a kid. Yeah, right. Yeah. What
Tuwa-tuwa ako dun sa when I say Tina,
Tina,
Sorry.
Ay, gusto
it was a bit out of character. Pero I think Ma'am Yao, yun nga eh, di ba? When he talked to Marcus, what is his name? When he talked to Simon, when he talked to Simon, I think that's when he decided na parang, okay, I'm gonna change. Maybe not himself totally, but I'm gonna do something. And siguro that's what you do, di ba? When you want to win back someone, I guess. You do something out of the ordinary. You do a grand gesture. I mean, we can say it can be out of character, but we can say that it was a risk that he took. What do you think, Lance?
Yeah, it's out of character in Tony's sense, pero it wasn't out of character in the story. Kasi it was more of parang Xavier understood what Miko's love language was, and they were words written down on paper. And I think it was just
But Xavier, it was Miko who wrote the post-its.
Or, di ba siya ba nagsuot na post-its? Ay, kay Miko pala yun.
Si Miko.
Pala, sorry. Sorry, I'm mixing up the two words. The names. Sorry naman.
Okay na.
Basta yun. And it was more in the character of the story.
Yeah, correct. Ma-post-it siyang tao eh. So,
ma-post-it siyang tao.
So, it was parang tama rin naman. Sinulat niya lahat sa post-it, tapos pinagpapaskill niya doon. Yeah, actually, no. Pero they really constructed that tent from scratch because it wasn't a cottage. Kasi yung mga cottages nandun na eh. Pero yun parang standalone structure siya na bigla na lang nandun and it wasn't there before.
Yes.
Yun. Kaya siguro he needed the Padawans kasi either they made it or they asked the staff to make it with them. Something like that. Yeah. But wait. But wouldn't that set unrealistic expectations?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably. If hindi niya masustain yung ganong klase na I guess in the future. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's a good plot for season 2. It's a good jump point. Because we'll see if that matches what will happen in the future.
Yeah. Because I remember there were some things that I wouldn't do before, but because of my partner, I changed, and I would do stuff now that I didn't used to before, I would say. So it can happen. It all depends on the person.
Yes.
So unlike Marl says, I actually thought older.
Okay, on this one.
Ah, really?
Kasi sa season 1, parang I remember.
Kasi sumisigaw lang siya.
Yes, actually.
Saka parang I remember.
Because it was Tina Moran. Nico, nandito, may padala ka na naman. Ano to? Mayaman ka? Parang gano'n. Di ba? And it was milk tea, I think. True! That is a character change. Although...
Where did Yayo talk in the series? Do you remember any of her dialogues?
She did.
Well,
sabi niya.
Well, she did.
Yung tinatanong niya yung bakit nagluluto si Nico.
Pero in the movie, yeah. Oo, in the movie nagsalita siya. Parang, birthday mo naman. Wag ka na magluto, mag-order na lang tayo. Ano ka ba? Parang gano'n. And then he was like, Yeah, kaya ko to. Oo nga eh, naka-face shield ka pa. Actually, that's a really good idea, by the way. That was a genius idea. The next time I'm gonna cook and there's hot oil,
I do
I'm gonna use
that.
face shield. Oh, you do? Oh my God, I'm late in
Then
the game.
you started. Yeah.
Kasi I'm a, diba, parang I usually have like a pot holder like that when I'm frying something. Or, a pot cover. Kasi hindi ako mataskan. Pero pwede naman pala naka-face shield, no? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Mm.
Oh God. Satisfier for Jude. Yeah, good performance, pero yung alcoholism, depressed behavior in the series was resolved outside of the movie and the series. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So season 1 kasi parang 'di ba, Nico was having
Yeah.
issues with
I
her
forgot
mom.
about that.
His mom. Yeah. Kaya
Right.
parang wala
Maybe
lang.
she's yeah. So parang ngayon reformed na siguro siya. And it would be nice if tama. Parang does she approve of Miko? Pero I guess she does in a way. Pero no, we don't know, no.
Yeah, we don't know.
Series continuation. Series continuation.
Yes.
Yan.
Natawa lang ako sa sinasabi ni P. Sabi niya kasi, siguro si Yaya would also become Gav's mother sa flashback ng GB2. Kompleto na, full circle BL na talaga si Yayo.
Air fryer para walang talsik. Totoo.
True.
Wait, Mamio says, shaggy, shapo. I mean, I was okay with it. I was okay.
It was a cute thing.
Yeah. And they brought it back.
Parang sobrang 90s. Oh,
that was a 90s. I think that's more of a 90s thing than a millennial thing, right?
Yeah.
Ayun. So, yeah. So, overall, what do you guys think? Thumbs up? Thumbs up. Are we gonna rate it? Oh my God. I don't know if... Do you want to rate it? Like a numerical rating or... Ano ba? Wala ko naisip na like drink, if it was a drink, blah, blah, blah. So siguro mag-rate na lang tayo. Since yun naman talaga. Oh my gosh.
Pang book club na rating daw, mga ganon. Anong color ng ribbon na to? Or in line of post-its.
Talaga? Oh my God. I don't know. Sige, let's... siguro numerical na lang para mas madali. So guys in the chat, go ahead and rate it as well.
Gusto ko yung rating ni Ma'am Meow. It was a good feel, good movie. I rated like 3 bingo sandwiches. For that, doon na lang rating natin. Sige.
Wait, what's the maximum? Is it 5?
And, ang rating ko, for mine will be quad. My rating is gonna be the number, it's the Pancit Canton magic in that movie. That's gonna be my rating. Kasi I only expected it to be a small pack, but I got more.
Actually.
Oh my God.
I would have to agree. Oh, ano.
I totally nasa rating na lang ganun. And Piot is giving it 5 Pancit Canton packs.
Sorry, what was your answer, Lance? Parang hindi ko na-process kasi nag-iisip ako ng rating ko.
Yung rating ko is gonna be like 1 Pancit Canton package. Kasi kala mas gonna be 1 small, but it fits for 1 whole plate, 1 giant plate.
Okay, gotcha. Oh
love it.
Oh my gosh. Ikaw, Ange, nag-iisip
ako. Ako maisip. Nag-iisip din ako.
Oh my God, guys.
Numerical mo na lang plus Pancit Canton.
Yung rating ko yung trajectory ng ihi.
Yung ihi.
Akala mo short lang, pero ang layo na nararating.
Ang layo na nararating. My gosh. Andito siya, pero dito dapat papunta. Pero yeah, it was definitely a good Valentine movie, diba? Kasi pasok na pasok siya sa season. I don't know if it's a season or a day. Pero yun nga. Kunin ko na yung banner na yan. It was a feel good, definitely. So I'm processing while I'm trying to rate it. Diba? So overall, I really liked the story. I liked the acting overall, although there could be some things that can be improved. Especially, yeah. Sobra.
Kasi kailangan lang tanggalin
Tapos,
yung cringiness na factor for me eh. But without
oo.
that, sobrang okay.
Oo.
Good naman.
At saka yung production value ang taas ha. I mean, it's a black sheep production. So,
Yeah.
It's
expected naman talaga
expected.
yun. It is expected. Actually, mag-numerical talaga ako, guys. Kung numerical talaga, I would give it a 9. I would give it a 9, definitely.
Wow. A 9.
Yeah, despite the cringiness and everything. And, and also because of some of the things that we mentioned that could be added to the story as well. Pero in terms of, sige, pansit canton. Siguro, I would rate it like one big jumbo chili mansi pack. Kasi, swak na swak sa bagsak sa tiyan, swak na swak sa panlasa, at masarap kasi maanghang. Ano ba yan? Tama ba yan? I don't know. May anghang siya. So ano ba yan? Masarap. Sarap. Speaking of which, may
And
ano
we're going numerical
may,
na
what do you
rin.
call that? May ano tayo ha? May anong tawag dito? May anong tawag doon? Yung parang binigay na lang sa inyo, fan service kind of scene. Yung paghubad ni Tony, ano yan, di ba? Yung pagdating niya dun sa cottage, nagubad siya, pinakita niya yung abs niya, ganun. Yes. So we love that too. Oy, Jude, hindi naman sa babae. Personal rating lang. Kasi I really enjoyed it talaga eh. And even though I watched it several times, I still feel the same way. So I mean, that doesn't happen for me for other movies or other series. So, yeah. So, sandali, sino magko-compute nito, guys? Pwede
Wait,
paki-compute.
nakailan na ba?
Wait,
Sige, game.
so, ako 9, and then si Pietro, 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah. So, Jude, which one would you go for? 7 or 7.5? Ano yung final answer mo? Pero Unlit Mara would also give it a 7.5. Ooh. Man.
Ikaw, Ange, what would you give it?
Actually, I
If
think,
we're gonna go numerical.
kasi if I would rate season 1, chat, nireview ba natin yung season 1 ng Hello Stranger? Hindi ko na maalala. Hindi. Siguro yung
We didn't.
season 1 kasi
we
5
didn't.
or 6 ako. Pero this movie is actually an 8 for me. Minus lang yung product placement and cringiness. Yeah, so 8.
It was enjoyable.
Actually, same lang tayo, Ange. It's an 8 for me too.
Ayan. So 7.5 kay Jude. Yeah. Yung final answer niya.
Wait,
And Bamyao is
let me recalculate.
8. Love it for its campiness and Amapola.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. I like rin kasi, I like that, di ba? I mentioned it earlier. Yung literary angle, yung vanity cap. I love that entire idea there. I love the characters that they introduced. The lesbian moms. I like it a lot. So that's why it's a 9. Yeah. And I think if I watch it again, like a month or 2 months from now, I think I would still enjoy it as much as I did before. Yes, Lance.
I had the total score na.
Okay, wait, let's put it on the cam eh. How do we put it as a banner? Hindi ko alam talaga.
Ange?
Anyways, sabi ni Mamiao, she wishes that she could attend a vanity camp. Right. Love the femme couple. Diba? Exactly. You don't see that often as well.
I would love to
Kaisef
attend one, actually, honestly.
She's dating a gangster character. Oh, that's what they were. Because I was trying to figure it out. Like, who are they playing? Yeah. That's cool. Wait, pwede ko yata siyang i-add as a banner? I can type it in. Wait, can you put it in a private chat? Talaga kailangan surprise.
I already posted it.
Okay, sige. The total score is 7.95. Okay. Hey, that's not
Pwede
bad.
na.
That's not
Not
bad at
bad.
all, guys. And everybody, when I say Tina, you say
Moran.
paner. Paner. Tina paner.
Munsod.
Yung mga kain na. Tina mansod. 7.93. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. So, anything else that we would like to say about the movie? What about the series? So, what are your thoughts on what the series could be, or what's going to be in there? What about you guys in the chat? Put it in the chat as well.
Yeah, actually, I'm okay with them having a season 2.
Mhm.
Naman niya. Very cute.
I'm-
And pwede pa mag-evolve yung story eh. Especially with the family nga and all. And,
Okay. Right. So the family angle, no? Especially since Xavier now has to deal with sort of like
yeah.
the the, the after effects
Yeah.
of his revelation to the dad, especially to the dad. Diba? So yun. What about you, Lance?
I'm honestly okay kahit walang season 2. Kasi I like the open-ender stuff na iniwan nila in the movie. And if they plan to do a season 2, I just hope they would tackle something a more realistic na situation. Like, let's say, they're working out how to pay bills together. Because they're starting to live together. Kumbaga ganun. Or they're working out on...
That's it. Still together.
Oh, if they're still together. Or yung mga ganun ka-mundane na situations na I think as Marinek would usually say, those little mundane situations where ikaw patong sila and it builds up into the story.
Yeah.
You won't realize how much of an impact it would have. It would be in the relationship. Like those little things na parang, let's say, Xavier would finally get to know the real Miko on all his quirks na suddenly he finds his portraits to be irritating. He finds his sleeping patterns weird. Parang ganun. So will he be able to jump back into or handle all those quirks that Miko is having? Or reverse din, yung kay Xavier, ganun din. Na magulo pala siya sa kama, yung mga ganun. So how do they deal with those kind of situations?
What do you mean? Anyways, sabi ni P, gusto kong side couple sila Crystal. Yes, I would want that to happen as well. I mean, they could even be probably the main couple. And then parang paging side stories, Miko and Xavier. I mean, me personally, I would like for there to be a season 2 because I love their tandem. I love their chemistry, and I want to see more of them. Now, even if there was no season 2, at least another series with the both of them in it, I would be happy with that. Yeah. And agree with Jude. Probably family issues, yun nga, diba? And Xavier graduating ahead of. Bakit siya mag-graduate muna? Mas performer si Miko.
Yun na nga, yun na magiging conflict nun. Kasi,
diba?
Yun na magiging conflict nila ngayon kasi because Miko has to work. Maybe, kaya nade-delay siya. And he's seeing Xavier going ahead. Maybe.
Kaya naman. Hi, Joy! Thank you for being here. So yun. I think that's pretty much it. Like, I'm okay with a season 2. I would like there to be more character development for Miko and Xavier and see what is up with the family situation there, how they deal with the after effects of them becoming a couple, And I want to see more of the femme couple. And I want to see Arvin and the lesbian moms.
Oh, yes, I'd love that.
I probably would want to see other characters in the spectrum too. Maybe explore Kukai's sister as possibly asexual, like you mentioned, right? And push the envelope a little bit more. I think.
Yes. Agree.
So, and that Mara says, in the series, it was just Save Me and Friends. Vanity Camp was a bigger bubble. Season 2 can explore Save Me in a bigger world. Yes. So parang mag-expand pa more, diba? Tapos sabi niya ni Jude, third year na si Xavier, backlog ni Xavier yung Vanity Camp.
Oo nga, oo.
Oh! Thank you for reminding us. So, mauuna nga siya. Hala! Yes, conflict, right there. Oh, yeah, I like this idea. Domestic issues mostly in familial interactions, the jealousy issues in their workplace, how they introduce each other in their respective circles. Very Soto's ass, guys.
I know, Sotos. Kasi they have that feel din eh, somehow. Xavier
Kasi
and
nasa
Nico.
beach.
I know, especially when they went into the camp scene, parang ano to, Sotos na talaga to. Very Thai.
Yeah.
We will not escape a Thai film without the water sequence or the beach sequence.
Yes,
Palaging
yes,
meron.
yes, yes. Very interesting. Ayun. So I'm gonna remove this banner now. 7.93. Thank you very much for participating, guys. We appreciate you and all of your comments as well. So, anything else that we want to say about it? Pero, seriously, guys. I've seen Savior. I've seen Tony and other movies and other shows. Pero I really felt his performance in this one. I don't know if it was just me, but I felt na parang he grew into an actor for me. Kasi parang before, parang more pa-cute. Sorry to say, pero parang
Oo. Totoo.
hindi naman, maybe hindi naman intentionally magpapa-cute siya, pero it just feels like he wasn't really the character. I don't know, for some reason. This time around, in the movie, not the series, parang in the movie, parang he felt like he was really going through it. Alam mo yun? Kasi yung pag-iyak niya, yung pag-deliver niya ng lines, I really am such a huge fan now. Yun lang.
May question ako. May question ako sa inyo, guys.
Go.
In case, who do you want Tony and JC get paired to next? If ever they'll make another
That's a good
New
question.
pairing? Tony. Who's on top of my mind?
Parang hirap i-pair kay si Tony.
Si JC kasi is flexible enough na he could be paired with anybody. Kasi I could see JC with Kaloy, I could see JC with Miggy Jimenez, I could see JC with any actor kasi he's that flexible siguro. Oh,
How about you guys in the chat?
Tony
Let
and
us know.
Alex.
Actually, yun yung sasabihin ko.
Alex Diaz.
Yun yung sasabihin ko, grabe. Parang Max.
I don't know. Are they okay with it? Oh my god. Will
That'll
they
be
be
fun,
okay
though.
with it?
Oh my God, Pet.
I
Same
think-
tayo. Yun yung una ko naisip eh.
I think Alex, based on what we've seen from him already, and in his interviews, anyways, I think that he is okay with it. I'm just not sure about Tony, though. I'm just not sure about.
Yeah, me neither.
But Alex, I think, would be okay with it.
For that, Alex and
very-
JC, I want to see that happen too.
Magkaka-amnesia troll para Hello Stranger ulit. Oh my God. Pwede, no? Oh my gosh.
Pero how about
Pero
yun na?
that's so common in Filipino movies and, I don't know, telenovelas. Like,
That's very telenovela.
but that's funny. That is so funny.
Pero how about yung ibang actors nila? Like in the Hello Stranger, who would you miscast them with or match them with? Like, I think Pietra saying Kokoy and anyway, iba pala yun. Yun. Like, for example, if Vivory would have another acting scene, who would you want her to be paired with?
I don't know.
Or si Patrick, tsaka si Mendy.
Ang hirap talaga mag-isip, guys.
I know.
Blanco
Pinag-isipan
ako, guys.
Oo, pero gusto ko tuloy ituloy yung Mendy Albi story nila. So I think that was one of the flashbacks in one of the MMF films. Si Albi Casino and si Mendy.
Oh.
Yung isa pang Baghari, the one with Nor na film.
Interesting.
And they played the younger people during that time. And si younger Norata was Merton.
Uy, grabe, mga blanco talaga ako. What is happening, guys?
Para marinig si Stephanie Junjun.
Kaya today.
Kahit today, pakigalaw ang utak
Kaya
natin.
today. Oh my God. Sorry. Kasi I'm running through
Actually, lahat
I'm trying to
sinabi.
the bills that I've watched in my head. Pero usually, ang nangyayari kasi, parang there are times wherein you never thought that they would be good as a pair, but then they get paired up and then magic happens. Like, for example,
Yeah.
Genesis and Kaloy. Genesis and Kaloy,
Don't
I never would have thought that they could get paired, but they were paired. And then, oh my God, like, the chemistry, these two, oh my God, alam mo yan, parang, so I don't know. It can be anyone. But wait, Pietro says, I want TJ with JC. Like TJ Marquez?
Pero may similarities sila.
Kasi it depends on how good they are in terms of portraying their character. Kasi right now, they might be portraying a character with, like JC, for example. So he's portraying that character. Pero who's to say that he cannot be like super alpha, di ba?
Yeah.
We haven't seen that side of him yet. So if he does that, then wow, di ba? Yun. So I don't know. I guess I'm just waiting for magic to happen. So I can't really think of any pairings at this point. But if I do, I guess I'll tweet it.
I just tweet about it.
Yeah. Yun. Definitely. Yeah.
Oh,
Tapos
siya?
di pa kasi mag-upload pala sila. Okay siya. Tapos, okay. That ends our session.
Tutang na si Mikey eh. Pwede give the rating.
Sorry. Yeah. 7.93 guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all joining us tonight. So we are looking forward to more from JC and from Tony. And hopefully, there will come a time wherein we are able to chat with them either together or separately. I don't know, because I'm a fan of both of them. So we'll see if if they have time. Maybe next year.
Yes, let's hope and wait.
Because we never know when they're going to be available or when they will notice us. Pero bigyan naman, Black Shep.
Yeah, White Ship, come on.
Correct, di ba? Sana naman. Pero yun, any final things to say? Anything that you wanna encourage them to do? Char.
Wala
Or
naman.
any projects?
Wala na. I think we mentioned the projects already. So I want to end it with mine. I would end it with hello, boyfriend.
Yeah. Ayan. Uy, try ko lang to ha. Ilagay ko lang. Ayan, may logo. Gusto mo yan? Ayan. Yes, Lance. Katabi mo talaga siya. Alright. So, ikaw, and any final words and thoughts?
Thank you guys for joining us in this session. And please follow and subscribe our channel, our social media accounts, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all. It's down below. You'll find a lot of entertaining content. Wow, entertaining, super amazing, educational content in our YouTube channel.
Yes. And continue to interact with us if you have any suggestions on what we should react to, or if you know anyone, let's say Elijah Canlas. magkakos.
Ito naman.
Baka
Pareto.
naman.
Oh my
Mikey,
God.
gusto mo ng
Pareto
Rachel
na.
Coates?
Malapit na yung
Pareto
season 2.
principal.
Malapit na, diba? Wait, kailan na yung
Last
season 2?
G ako dyan. But they haven't said anything yet, pero hopefully
Okay.
it's gonna be March. But knowing idea first, they're just gonna drop it on you, and
Yes,
we'll know when it happens. Alam mo yun?
exactly.
Yes. Uy, Dada! May pahabol si Dada. Score is 9.
Scored na.
Hey!
May bagong total na.
Tataas ulit.
So, paano yan? 7 point...
Hindi, I already typed in the score. It's there.
Oh, where? Oh, 8.6! Ah, okay! 8.6 is their new score because of
Near my
Dada's
score, yeah.
additional. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. Carl Zarate. Ooh, the singer from Quarantine.
Yes, quarantine.
Beshi. Hey, but Rachel Coates, I mean, yeah, Team Alex right here. So there you have it, guys. Thank you again for joining us. Go ahead and interact with us on our social media channels, and if you have any suggestions, go ahead and tweet it or post it on Facebook, etc. So this again has been a Brouhaha Squad. Yeah.
Dahil hindi tayo marunong maglagay ng background music, kakanta ba tayo sa end?
Kakanta ka?
Hindi.
Uy,
Kakanta ka?
Tayong lahat.
mag-play ko yung ending talaga.
Joke lang.
Kaya naman. Pero next time, sige. Alright, so
Yes.
again guys, Brouhaha Squad, my name is Mikey, this is Lance, and that's Angie over there. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you'll join us again soon. So, happy
Ciao.
weekend!
Happy weekend. Thank you. 620 subscribers. We're still live.
I know. I'm trying to play the video. Wait, I'm trying to play the video.